Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I will be reviewing a game called South Coast Railways on Roblox. This game was created on the 3rd of March 2022, and has a total of 37,000 visits. There are only two operators in game, Southern and Southwestern Railway. There are only two trains on SWR, these are, Class 158 and Class 450. There is a double 450 variant, however, this is locked most likely because you need to purchase the Class 450 before. Southern operate the Class 377/3, however, there are no routes available for this train, so I don't know why you're able to purchase. We will now drive the Class 158 on a service to Romsey. On first impression, the train looks okay, however there are small details which the game haven't added on the livery. The GUI is nice, displaying next station, AWS, train code, speed limit, map, delete and horn. The cab is a bit blocky, but they've done well, seeing there is always room for improvement. The scenery around here isn't very good, as there is a couple of houses and trees and then just nothing for miles. Sounds are accurate, and for a newish game they're pretty good. And if it couldn't get worse, there is barely any scenery around here. We've now arrived at our first station, Southampton Central. We will revisit this later and make a full review of the station. I'm not going to lie, the station announcements are much better than VR's, as they sound like an actual person.
This train is formed of two coaches. The train now approaching platform 4.
Let's have a look at the interior. Let's be honest, the seats are the worst part. They look nothing like a 158 interior, and they aren't even the right color. Although they've made an effort, which is something, I guess. Other than the seats, the interior is pretty good. I really like the piece boards, luggage racks and the buttons. It's a shame that the PIS boards don't work, since they would look so much better if they did. The scenery increases quality in the Millbrook area. Although they could change the color of these cars so it looks slightly more realistic. And not to be rude, but please pay attention to detail instead of copy and pasting into the pylon. I think it's about time we have a look at some stations. We will start with Basingstoke. Bruh. Anyway, let's try again. Bruh. So I originally thought it was still loading until I found out it has terrible scenery. This is awful first impressions, but let's carry on anyway. The station entrance is really bland, and to be honest, terrible. On the brighter side, they have paid a lot of attention to detail on the platforms, and it looks very nice. The only problem I have is the station room, but that isn't a big deal. Now let's move on to Southampton Central. On first thoughts, the station surroundings are really nice, and they've paid a lot of attention not to just the— Why is there a giant chair here? Bruh. Anyway, let's move on. The station entrance is very realistic, and the concourse has some very realistic details in too. Departure boards with not departures, very like SWR. Platforms are a bit empty and feel like they're not complete. Had to point this out because yes, but why does the footbridge remind me of a swimming pool? At the end of the day, this is one of the nicer stations on the network, and I think they've done a very good job. Now let's go to what is my favorite station on the network, Southampton Airport Parkway. You can understand why. The scenery is immaculate. The station entrance is amazing and the car park actually has cars, which is good. I'm honestly surprised about the amount of detail in this building. The platforms themselves are one of the best in the entire game, using decals instead of Roblox parts. Although why is there a missing stair on the footbridge? We will just ignore that, so let's go to the other footbridge. This is honestly the worst part of the station. Not only is it ugly, but it has obviously been rushed. Just look at this. There are also guard and signal roles in game, however you need training to access them. So overall this game is better than I expected. There are a lot of things they need to work on, but they have a lot of stuff which are really nice. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you soon. Goodbye.